Okay, I actually did have something not like bad, but it was kind of embarrassing happen recently.
Mhm.
Um, can I talk about my period?
Sure.
So, I met up with a friend just like a couple days ago. We're gonna have a lunch, and this was an internet friend, so I've never met her before,
Oh
but we've
no.
talked a lot.
Okay.
So I met her for the first time, like face to face, because she was visiting or something.
That's terrifying.
I know. And oh my gosh, she was so pretty and beautiful and female. And we were having a great time. So I sat up and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go wash my hands before I eat." I went to the bathroom and it just felt like a placenta dropped from my vagina.
Right.
Like, when you have your period, you kind of like feel it something coming out.
Yes.
But that was the first time I've ever had like
A chunk.
like a huge chunk. It was like, oh my god, that's and it wasn't stopping.
Oh
And
god.
I didn't get my bag or anything because I was just gonna wash my hands. So I went to the stall to take a look, and like my entire pad was drenched. It was so bloody. I was like, and it wasn't stopping. I was like, oh my gosh, it's not stopping. So I like sat there on the toilet for like 5 minutes to wait for it to stop, and then you know, uh, took a lot of toilet paper, stuffed it in my pants, went back, and I said, "I'm so sorry. I have to like change my pad, and I forgot the pad." But I was in there for quite a long time, so she was like, "Oh my god, yeah, don't worry. Like I get it. Like you're like period trouble, you know." And I was like,
Right.
"Yeah, thank God she was a beautiful girl." So I went back to the toilet with my pads, but my pads were super small. I don't really have like a big flow usually, but
Right.
that day was so big. It was
What the
so big.
fuck?
I think it was the biggest flow I've ever had in my life. I
I would
think I
have
was
thought I
really
was
excited.
dying. I would be
Yeah,
like
I was like freaking out a bit. I really was like, what's happening? Like I never have a flow this big. So I had to use two pads and make like a big
What?
one. Yeah, and then like oh my god, I felt so bad because like my blood was like dripping everywhere in the stall. It looked like a murder scene. I tried to
What the
clean it up, but like it would dry really fast. So like I just like when you wipe blood, it sometimes like dries and it just
Yeah.
looks like dry smudge blood.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
all over the toilet. I was freaking out. I cleaned up with water and stuff. Like I was cleaning the bathroom floor. Like people
Did
thought I
you
was the janitor or something.
did you use like the
And
toilet water? How did you clean it up?
oh no, I just used like the toilet paper and dipped it in like the where you wash your hands. You just wet it a bit. Thank God nobody was in the toilet, like in
Oh,
the
okay, I was
washroom.
like,
It's
I
very
would not
small.
be able to leave the stall. I would just,
Oh, I did it like after I figured myself out.
Okay.
Like yeah, like I had to do that, and then I realized that it leaked onto my jeans.
No, I was gonna say, did it
Yeah,
get on your clothes?
yeah, it did. So like I went outside. Like I went to where there is a mirror when you usually wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So I checked. I turned around and I checked if you could see, like, if there's blood on my pants, and you could. And I was like, oh no, like you
Oh
know how jeans are very thick.
no!
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, so
But
it
they
went
soak
through,
up
and
everything. They fucking
that is true.
it's
Yeah, it was
terrible.
like, oh, so I quickly went back and sat down, and I was like, I have period blood on my pants. And she's like, oh my gosh, oh no, what do we do? So I called my roommate. Thank God that like the place was kind of near where we lived, sort of.
Mm.
I called my roommate and I was like, can you please bring me like an extra pair of pants? Cause like I got period blood all over my pants. And my roommate was like, you're so stupid. And I was like, no, no, no,
You don't
no.
understand.
This was the biggest flow I've ever got. I think I was just really excited that I was meeting a cute girl or something because I could
Does
not
that
stop.
affect the period? Like, does it make it
I don't
more
know.
dramatic when I
I
think it's,
guess so.
or maybe it was like, maybe it wasn't excitement. Maybe it was like, I don't know, nerves. Like,
Maybe,
it was trying
yeah.
to, your period was trying to get you out of an awkward situation, you know?
Well, it made it even more awkward. Yeah, like first time meeting my friend and being like, "Oh, I have period on my pants," and she was like, "Oh no, you need me to buy you a pad?" And I was like, "No, no, I made one."
I made one.
Yeah, and my roommate actually came, so my friend ended up meeting my roommate, and she got me like this really long black ugly skirt that
Oh.
didn't match my outfit at
Oh
all,
no.
and I looked like Medusa. And I was
Look, she
like,
was she was trying,
yeah,
black, is she trying to help you out?
yeah. She picked it because it was black, so I was like, okay. And yeah, that was like, and then when I thought about it, I was like, I'm gonna save this one for a Satsutan. While I was cleaning my vagina, I was like, I'm going to save this talk for a Satsutan. So yeah, I'm messed up. I need to go to therapy.